this is an exciting time. It's time to make the video. Hey, so at this point you have considered the different planning that needs to be done. You've decided why you're making video in the first place, and it's time to make the video. A couple more things I want to mention as we start to make the videos. Let's think about the content and the length of our video first of all. So think about putting one concept into each video, right? So this is different than our lectures or our discussions where it might be freewheeling and it might have lots of different important parts in it. In a video, what we want to try to do is limit the amount of concepts that are in each video so that we can make sure our students are getting exactly what we want them to get. Just like every other aspect of video making, we're not going to be perfect on this. My videos sometimes include lots of different concepts and sometimes tangents and everything else that goes along with it. So we're going to try our best to limit the amount of concepts in each video. That also limits for us the amount of time for each video. My rule of thumb, some people like this rule of thumb, is about 30 seconds per grade level. So if you have 12th grade students, it's about a 6-minute video maximum. If you have 10th grade students, it's about a 5-minute video maximum. That's a rule of thumb. Sometimes they're going to be a little bit more, sometimes a lot more. You have to make the assessment with your students on that, of course. And sometimes they're going to be a lot less. It doesn't have to be that long when you're making the video. But the research shows, and my experience indicates, that many short videos, for whatever reason, many short videos is a lot better than one long video. And when you're having students watch those videos, there are a couple things to consider. Consider the total amount of time that students are going to be watching your videos for your class, plus the other classes that they might have. It's something to take into consideration. Not much we can always do about it. We have to get them the content, but something to consider when we're making those videos. How much time are they going to be spending watching those videos on their own? Another thing that goes along with that is consider that if they are doing the engagement activities that you want them to do with the videos. If their students are doing some note-taking or answering Google Forms or other questions that you have for them, it might take 2 to 3 times as long as the video is to actually complete that work. So something to consider when you're thinking about making those videos as well. I like to consider giving students several days to watch the videos and complete the other assignments that go along with it. They might have other things going on at night, and so I find that I get more compliance with watching the videos and getting the content if I give them several days. It also, I think, helps with a little bit of the planning and the time management that students should be learning along the way. So the idea that they get 2 videos or 3 videos that they need to watch by 2 or 3 days from now sometimes works a lot better than you have a video Monday, you have a video that's due on Tuesday, you have a video that's due on, you get the idea. So something to consider. And don't forget that if you have students in person, those videos can be watched in person as well. There's nothing wrong with watching that video in person, in class. Individually, sure. Together, maybe. But there's nothing wrong with having that video watched while we're all together. And finally, let me suggest that with your video, again, this is a tool. So do what you do, right? Do what you do. Nobody's holding you back from that. Do what you do. It's just in a different format. Tell stories. Be yourself. Be enthusiastic. You love your content. You love your students. You love everything that you're doing here. So let that show. That's okay. Be yourself and do what you do. Remember, these are shorter than your lectures probably because in part there's no human interaction while you're making the video. Remind students though that they can increase the playback speed of YouTube videos so that they can go even faster, right? If the video is too slow or they need to get it done by a certain time frame, there's that gear icon that can speed up. I wouldn't speed it up too fast because then your beautiful voice sounds a little bit weird sometimes, but they can speed it up if they want to, or they can slow it down if they want to as well. I tell my students that they need to use the video to get on par, which means they can pause and rewind, right? You can't do that in class with me. it'd probably be a little rude if you said pause and you wanted to rewind what I said, but you can certainly do it individually. That's a great thing about a video. It's an individual watching process where students can pause and rewind and go get that introductory information, go get the answer to that question or that note that they need to get so they can get it specifically and exactly the way you want them to get it. Remember, the more videos you make, the better they're going to be. We may never make perfect videos, and that's okay. Do it anyway, give it a shot, do your best, and if your best isn't perfect, that's totally fine. I look forward to seeing your videos because they're going to be great. They're going to be fun. They're going to be fantastic. And you're going to share a lot of important information with your students. Do great work like you always do. Take care.